has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 29 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Gold with the extra point, and this is now a one-point game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Oh, he bowls over it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Jonathan Hankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue.